Good morning. So I went to a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator um, function yesterday, and I was going to share with you the cards we made, and then we'll make one of the things we made also. This is one of the new cards. A new brand new kit just came out on Tuesday, I think, and we got to make one of the cards from that kit. So they always have the matching envelopes. Just wanted to share that. We also made, just realized I mounted this backwards. Look at me. I can fix that. With the new, there's a new die that cuts all of these dots out, and then we had just colored the paper behind it. So that's kind of a cool look. And we used this Sunny Splash set, which is not in the new catalog, but is in the one that's finishing now. We also made this, which I know we've done before, watercolor paper, and then stamp or embossed in white, and then colored over it with the watercolor painters. We made a tower card, which we've made these before, so just a reminder, those are fun. If you're looking for a different kind of card, fits in an envelope, but then it stands up. And this is some of the new daisy paper that's in the new catalog. And then we made this, which is what I was going to make today. So this is using alcohol inks to make a background. And then we cut out the turtle, although I'm going to use the bathing suits this today, just because it's new for me and I thought they were pretty. Okay, so to do this, you need to use alcohol inks. So our blends that we use are alcohol ink. You may have some other kind of alcohol ink markers or pads or something, but you need to use the alcohol ink for this. And I would definitely get a paper towel. And we're going to do this on vellum. So you want to use the vellum cardstock. Okay, and just lay that down, and we're going to take our alcohol ink markers and we're just going to color some on this, and then we're going to use 91% alcohol, which I got this one at CVS. For a couple of years you couldn't find alcohol to use because everybody was using it because of COVID, but this one's fairly new, doesn't expire till 2025, so I'm good. So I'm just going to take my blends and I'm just going to start putting some color. And, I'm not really doing any particular rhyme or reason. And I picked the daffodil and the mint macaron and the balmy blue. Just because those were three colors that I had in the blends, and I thought they were kind of, kind of pastel and would go together nice to make a beach scene. And I'm not leaving a lot of white areas, just a little bit between. Okay, so now if you have a spritzer, like, let's see, this is like one of my mini spritzers, you can fill that with the 91% alcohol and then just spritz it, which is what we did yesterday. And then you can also take a paintbrush. And see, because this is alcohol ink and I'm using alcohol, isn't that pretty? It's easy just to spread this color around. You can dot it. You can take like ink and splash it on like this, and you'll start to see the color. Can you see that? Move around a little bit. But I'm just going to help it along with my brush. It's definitely, I love those bubbles when they form. I think I might do a few more of those. Sometimes they take a little bit longer. So, to start, And just a quick video this morning. We had such a good time yesterday. I'm so glad that we're able to get back in person. Your paper may curl a little bit on the edges, and that's okay. It'll flatten back out. You can take it after it's dried. You can add more, and actually you can add more even while it's wet. If you want to, like here, if I wanted to add a little more yellow or there. This ended up being mostly yellow, but I liked it. Okay, and then we would wait for that to dry. In the meantime, I think I actually wanted to make 2 cards. So you know what? Let me move this to the side and let that dry while I do another one. This one I'm going to try making more green and blue, mint and balmy blue, and less yellow, just to see what that looks like. This truly is one of those things where it's kind of a messy technique, which is okay. That's why I say use the paper towel. This one I just wanted maybe less yellow. I'm not leaving a whole lot of white. Okay, so this one, I think I'm going to try flicking on this one again because I like that. Just moving that out of the way so it doesn't get flicked on. And I'm just making sure my brush has got plenty of alcohol on it, and I'm just tapping it against my finger. This gives it a really cool look too, I think. Okay, and I'm going to stop and we're going to let those dry just a little bit so I can put them on the card. So I had my card base. I decided to use the mint. I just really like this one. I'm still going to put some words on it. I didn't finish yesterday when I was there because I wasn't quite sure what kind of card I wanted to make it. Looking for my bone folder. There it is. Okay. Now, you've got some choices here. When it comes time to put it on, you can use this side or you can use the other side. Okay. You can also put it directly onto the mint, or you can put a piece of white behind it, which is going to make the color stand out a little bit more. See, just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And I think I'm going to have the color side up. Now, believe it or not, when you use this, I'll leave this one over here. It's not quite dry. This one is basically dry. The first one that I did, they dry pretty quickly. But when you do this, sometimes there's always a question about adhesive, being able to see that behind the vellum. So the tear and tape works pretty well. You can do some glue dots that are behind the piece that you're going to put on top of the vellum. I'll show you what I mean when I get this put together. But I don't find that these are able to be seen very much. So yeah, I was able to do a swap yesterday and just, meet with some very nice ladies at my table. So I decided to go on top of the white for this. And see, even though the tape is there, you really don't notice it. Okay, and then I'm going to put this down. Still have all my supplies packed from yesterday. Just isn't that like the coolest thing? And I think it lends itself very well for beachy kind of things. So on one of them, I was going to put this and this, put that there. And on the other one, and I don't know, I want to leave this one darker. I think I might like it better with the white background. I always keep these 5 1/4 by, or 4 by 5 1/4 cut. Sometimes you just have to. I think this one, you know what, I might just leave this one open just because, so you have a example of both. Yeah, so they dry pretty quick. They're not unbelievably messy or anything. I mean, I really only got, a little bit. Now, if I was using the spritzer, that is a little messier. Okay, so when I was talking about before about that, if you can see the tape, which you can a little bit more on this one, I'm not going to worry about it because I can burnish it down and it's not so bad. But if you don't want to see your adhesive, then if you put the adhesive of the vellum behind these, so it's not going to be stuck down everywhere, but it's going to be stuck down enough to stay and you won't see it at all. Okay, and this one I thought I would put like that. Isn't that cute? I'm going to get some dimensionals. Put those down. So yeah, so we had a really nice time. Got to visit with people. There was still a couple people that had masks on, which is fine. I mean, technically we're not out of this, but I think people are just feeling a little more comfortable, which I am. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. I just love this background. I think I'm going to center that. Usually if you're doing something like this, put the middle one on first. Sorry, and then you can put the others on. So that way you end up with everything, symmetrical, kind of lined up like it should be. There we go. So there's that one, and there's this one. So, like I say, play with it a little bit, see what it looks like. And even I put white behind this one. You could have put the yellow or something. You could put another color. That was just something I had cut out from another project I did, and I just stamped the words on that one. Okay, put this, pop that up. So, it didn't take us long, 10 minutes or so or less to make these 2 cards. This is the other one where I used the spritzer and moved it around a little bit. But I really think that these came out cute. So whatever colors you have, you can use. You're kind of making your own, the background is kind of like instead of using DSP. So you're making your own choices about what colors that you want to use together. So I hope you might try this. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.